Hey everybody, I'm Derp, and today I'm gonna show you how you properly set up the game OSU in Ubuntu and Arch Linux. To give you a quick overview, this tutorial is split in 4 steps. The first step will to be set up Wine and its dependencies. The second one to install all the Wine programs, configure it, and install OSU. The third one are some tweaks for a better and easier game experience. And the fourth one, and last, are some tips and tricks for a better performance. So let's get started. First of all, we wanna set up Wine and its dependencies. For Ubuntu users, you just go into your web browser, Firefox in that case, and open the wine.hq website, which is www.winehq.org, and go to download, then under Ubuntu, and here you've got a little something. No, you just copy that PPA into a terminal. So let's open up a terminal here. Oh, right. Let's open up a new terminal here. Good. And you just copy that in there and then type in apt-get install wine 1.7. Because we are using, to show you fast, wine version. We are using wine version 1.7. And that's probably it for Ubuntu users to install it. At least normally you have all the other dependencies installed. And now we get to the a bit more interesting stuff for the Arch Linux users. So, I had some big dependency problems when I installed OSU with Wine. So, here I will show you what you actually need. So let's type in sudo pacman -s. You will need wine, winetricks, of course, wine -mono, wine_gecko. You will need some lib32 libraries. So if you haven't already, please enable your multilib repository. You can read that up in the Arch wiki. If anyone has problems, feel free to ask. lib32 minus alsa minus lib, lib32 minus alsa minus plugins, lib32 minus libxml, or yeah, lib32 minus libxml 2, yeah, sorry. Lib32 minus mpg 123, lib32 minus giflib, and lib32 minus gnutls. Then press enter, enter your password. What's my password here? That, I think. Oh, sorry, GNU-TLS. And then just install all these. I already did that. So, the next thing is to decide if you want to use Pulse Audio or not. I recommend you to disable Pulse Audio for Wine at least, or at least for the game. If you actually want to use Pulse Audio, you have to also install the library lib32 minus libpulse. So, one thing last for the Arch users, you might want to install a graphics driver from the multilib repository. If you have an Intel graphics card, then you install the package lib32 minus intel minus DRI. For everyone else, I looked up the open source driver, which is mesa minus libgl. Okay, and with that, Wine is properly set up. Step 2. Installing the Wine programs and configure it and install the program. So, we create our new wine prefix with the command wine prefix equals home user directory /.osu. The architecture of the wine prefix is Windows 32, so we type winearch equals win32 and winecfg to open the wine configuration. So now it's creating it. So you can leave the Windows XP on. Audio should be everything alright. What you might want to do is under graphics to emulate a virtual desktop and set the desktop resolution to the resolution of your display. In my case, that's 1366 times 768. Click on apply and OK. So, the next thing we want to do is to install all the dependencies that are in Wine. So we type in wine prefix again equals our just created wine prefix in our home directory .osu and type in winetricks and we want to install with winetricks.net2o the Internet Explorer 7. You might don't have to install Internet Explorer 7, but for me this one was needed to actually run the launcher of OSU because it couldn't connect the websites. And for a better interface, GDI plus, well, for better fonts. And press enter. So now it's installing all the stuff. Click on next everyone and accept that you're enslaved forever. So while that's installing, you might want to change your configuration for your Pulse audio if you have it normally installed and running. So use your favorite editor. I use Nano in this case, and open up in your home folder .config pulse, and if it's not there, create a client.conf and write in that config autospawn equals no. This means that if you kill the process Pulse Audio, that it won't recreate itself or restart itself. This is pretty important if you, well, want to not use it. So this one is done. So now we install Internet Explorer. Whatever, let's just keep it, whatever. We only use it for once. So, and that is also installing, and after that there is only GDI Plus, which gets pretty fast on it. Okay, we click on Restart Now, because it's only a wine prefix, it can restart in a matter of seconds. So now it's still installing GDI Plus, and it's done. So now we only have to install OSU itself. That means we create a directory for it. In my case, I wanna create it directly in my home directory and call it OSU. Because why not? We go into that directory, and now we are getting the updater from OSU. So we type wget, wget, http://osu.ppy.sh/release/osumi.exe and press enter. So the next thing is to actually install OSU. So we type in wine prefix and choose our generated wine prefix, in my case .osu, and run with wine, the osumi.exe. So, and now it is updating the game. So, now that we're done with installing it, you can start it if you want. Well, why not? Let's start it. This will take a short second, and as we can see, it works perfectly fine. Okay, it's currently a bit laggy because I have it in windowed mode, but we'll get to that stuff later. So, for now, let's exit it. Yes. So, good. The next thing to do is some small tweaks for a better user experience. And if I say small tweaks, I mean just creating things like a launcher, for example. So, because if you want to start it currently, you always have to type in wine prefix equals then the wine prefix and other stuff. So why not just create a starter? So let's create a starter. Let's create sudo, use your editor of choice, of course. Again, I use nano /user bin, and then type OSU. I type OSU2 because I already have a OSU launcher. So let's type in your password again. Oh, now it works. And we create this as an bash script, so write that /bin bash. So if you have normally pulse audio started, you might want to kill it with this script, but you have to have it started for this to work. So you can either manually kill it, or you write here pulse audio -k and end. So the next thing is to start wine in that script. So write wine prefix equals $sign I said, home slash dot osu. So if you're playing OSU, you might have songs with Japanese titles and fonts. So type in lang equals ja underscore big jp dot big utf minus 8. This enables this runs the application with Japanese locales. Then wine slash or not slash home. Let's use the $sign home slash then your directory that you created, OSU, and in this case then OSU backslash this sign, I forgot its name, .exe. And if you want to restart Pulse Audio afterwards, you put in Pulse Audio minus big D for daemon. Okay. So if you haven't already, please you have to install the Japanese locale. For Ubuntu users, just open up your settings and go to let's just open up my settings and you go to language and stuff. To the language tab. I don't think I have it actually. So for Arch users, you just edit the file /etc and locale.gen, and you look for the ja_jp one with the UTF-8 support and uncomment it. So then save it and run as administrator sudo locale -gen. Oh, there is an E missing. And then it creates your locales. And that's it for this part. The last one and fourth one are some tips and tricks for better performance. First of all, it's recommended to run OSU always in full screen mode because, well, then your window compositor manager thingy won't interrupt it and won't slow it down. Maybe to use a lightweight window manager like OpenBox, or I use, for example, i3 window manager, a great window manager by the way. And yeah, one last thing is to use a low latency kernel. For Ubuntu users, you just type in sudo apt-get install linux -low latency and press enter. Of course, I don't have apt-get. And then you're good with it. You have to restart, of course, to enable the kernel. And for Arch users, yeah, we sadly have to install it by hand, so compile your own kernel if you know how. So, this was it for this tutorial. If you've got any questions or need anything need help, I'm happy to help you.